Welcome back to the channel and welcome to what will be part 3, but our second attempt of trying to get this Aprilia RST 1000 to start. So we're going to cross fingers and hope that we have a slightly more successful run than we did yesterday, or not yesterday, last time out. So let's get cracking and cross fingers we can hear this thing fire up for the first time in a number of years. First things first, we're going to drain the tank. We're going to go through all the the fuel filters and make sure all that's all good. I've got new spark plugs, so we're going to change the 4 plugs and remove that airbox to get access to the second cylinder. So the first thing we're going to do is drain the tank, and to do that we need one of these and one of these. Now, I got this from my favourite South African YouTuber, Chaos Causes. Definitely think you should worth checking him out. But he said the best way to drain a tank is to use a bottle, ordinary bottle for water, and one of these. So let's give it a go and see if it actually works. So we feed this deep into the tank and make sure we get all the thing. We go lower than the tank just here, just like so. We then squash the bowl, seal it apparently, and okay, let's see if this works. Seal that like that. Pretty well sealed. That didn't work at all, did it? Is that even in the petrol? Yes, I think it is. Yes, it is. There's definitely petrol there. So let's go. Well, that's an unsuccessful. Maybe I need a squidgier bottle. Okay, hold that thought. Let's take 2. All right, take 2. Here's my own invention. Handheld vacuum cleaner. Tube, like so. And suck it up the easy way, shall we? And hopefully not get a face full of petrol. So turn this on.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Perfect. Right, let's get this tank off. Another benefit of me videoing all this stuff is it gives me a recording of what was where when I originally pulled this stuff apart. So this is here. Come, off you come. This one here. Off you come. That's held nicely. And then we have some 6mm bolts here and here. So let's start working these off. Okay, moment of truth. Let's have a look here at the fuel pump. Everything else that we have in here, which all looks rather clean. There we go, and out she comes. Okay, let's put that back here. There's still some petrol in there, but do a bit more of an examination of what we have going on here. Hold that thought. All right, here's my fuel filter. Needs a bit of a clean, but it seems to be in pretty good shape. I mean, not fuel filter, fuel pump unit. So here's the pump, I believe. Along with here, there's probably, what's in here? This seems to be in good nick. Don't know what it does though. It's these two. What the hell is this? It has these two hot things on the end there. It's just sealing that off. I don't know what that is, but we'll investigate into that in a minute. Let's get this off, and I believe that it's not coming off. Okay, hold on a second. Let's try it this way with a bit more leverage. Just want to see, I think there's like a sack filter in here. Certainly is, and that looks to be all right, didn't it? Look at it. That doesn't look to be bad at all. This could be, all right, let's put that back together again. Right, I think I had that. Come on. Okay, it needs to go up. Like so. And that's it. That's it. In she goes. Something just like that. Okay, let's see about getting her screwed in. Next up, airbox off, new spark plugs in. I believe they're to be gapped at 0.6 of a mil. So I've got new plugs over there. I will check the gapping on them all, put them into their locations, and yeah, see how we get on. There, I might need to buy a new fuel. Oh shit! Have I lost a screw? I think when the camera was off, a wind blew and it blew my little tub off the back of the bike when I was spilling petrol everywhere. Yep, and it fell on the floor. So clearly, one of the screws is still on the floor. So, in just a second, we'll take a quick tea break and attempt to locate it. Right, next thing on the agenda, some spark plug changing. So we have two on his side and we'll have two on the one under the airbox. I don't know, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to have to take the airbox off in order to get to this, well, probably, is that number one cylinder head? Probably. 2 plugs per cylinder. You know what's amazed me, actually, taking this thing apart, and I don't actually work on my Ducatis. I've done some work on that Suzuki that you might see in the background, Ian's thing that we have done together, and my previous GSX-R, but the Ducatis I don't work on. I give that all to L2 Servicing Andy in a place called Flimwell down here. If you have a Ducati, I highly, highly recommend him. Yeah, where was I going with this? Oh, the amount of parts on here that's got made in Italy written on it, which is quite impressive. I don't know whether Ducati is the same way. Interesting to see. you know, and just obviously the major parts you'd kind of expect to, but the generic kind of stuff, you know, just this plastic molded top of an airbox. Yeah, quite interesting. All right, here we go. So here is this. Now I'm assuming that, how do we get this off? It's going to be bolted in Allen keys, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, those 4 just there, I believe. I think it did. It certainly did. All right, let's put that there. Yay me. Okay. Yes, there we go. What are we attached to? This thing here. Let me just show you, and it will also give me a nice little. Oh, that looks grim over there, doesn't it? Bloody hell. Okay, that there needs to come off. Yep. And we should now be able to get this off, I believe. And make sure there's nothing attached this side. Oh, there is lots of things attached this side, but oh, where did that come off from? Oh, it's nowhere. Okay, but it means that we can get now at the thing, but it is properly raining, so we are going to pack up. Right, we are back. The sun is shining again, typical English weather. 1 minute it's shining, the next minute it is pissing with rain. Oh, that's come off. I have to remember to put that back on. All right, let's get this set of spark plugs out. Am I not gonna be able? I don't think. Oh, right, hold on a second. That's going to be difficult, isn't it? Let's put this one back for a minute, because that's going to be tricky. Socket in there. The one that I got for the Ducati did not fit, as it's the wrong. It doesn't fit this type of plug. Whereas this one, from one of my old socket sets, did fit, so that was rather lucky. Oh, that's not good. So I need another rubber pipe here that seems to have, oh, it's just a breather pipe of some sort, just disintegrating on me. That's interesting. Okay, well, we need some of that. Oh, yeah, that's not looking too great either, is it? So, let's get a new one of those in. Okay, good job. Let's get this thing apart. There we go. Okay, so 2 down, 2 to go. Now I've got 2 perished tubes. One here, and then one here, which I'm assuming that went into, as it sat something like that. This one would have gone on there, I think, as we can see it. All right, hopefully you can see a little bit better. So we've got these 6 Allen bolts here that we've got to screw in. And I can't remember which size it is. So here we go. What do we go with? 5? Let's try 5, shall we? Spot on. Right. Is this thing seated well? I think it is. It seems to be going in nicely. So does that. And I think we might be getting dangerously close to seeing if we can get this thing to actually start. So we have now changed all the spark plugs. Now if it doesn't start this time, we're going to have to check, I suppose, go through some good troubleshooting. So we need to check that we have sparks. So there's nothing wrong with the HT leads or the ignition or what have you. And then we're going to have to check the fuel pump, because I pulled that apart but didn't really. Looked all right, but nothing. Here's our air filter. We will stick that on. I think I might get wet in a minute. I can feel some driblets of rain coming down, which is not ideal. Let's put the lid on. Yeah. All right, so this is on. We'll put some petrol in the tank now and hope that we don't have any leakages. Do a quick check to make sure I have reconnected everything that I disconnected, and we'll see if there's life in this old girl or if there's not. Because I still haven't finished the oil change, because I want to warm it up and get the engine going before I can put the last half litre in, because there's only 3.5 litres of the 4 in. All right, in, connected, new hose, new hose, connected. Connected. All right. Let's go and move the camera again, put some fuel in, and we will see. Okay, moment of truth. So we don't seem to have any leaks, which is excellent. I've just put some petrol in here. Let's turn her on. And it's showing me nothing on here. Who knows? But okay, thingy's on. Let's see. That is a firm no. So, okay, what are we going to do next? Well, we are going to start doing some proper testing, step by step, because we've ruled out the obvious, and we've done the changing the parts, spark plugs, so on and so on. So, we've got petrol in it. Let's check the fuel pump. Let's check the fuel pump, and then also the spark plugs. Make sure we've got sparks. Make sure we've got working fuel into the cylinder heads. Yeah, we'll take it from there.